Writers Association to this evening's play, The Arrow of God, The Wound of Man, Femi Osofisan's stage adaptation of Chinua Achebe's play, Arrow of God. Please enjoy the play. Thank you very much.
Thank you.
The mourners will soon be arriving, you see. They shouldn't leave the place in a mess. Obika is coming home. Coming home. It's all right. Give me the room. I'll do the cleaning straight away. No. It's all right now. No. Don't you understand? If the rat cannot flee fast enough, let him make way for the tortoise. Obika is coming home. Coming home. It's all right, I say. Give me the room. Need to go in and rest a bit.
But we are all prepared for any
hard to say. Ezelu was a very stubborn man. He had power, so much power, but sadly, little wisdom. An arrogant man, he lacked the spirit of forgiveness. He would not listen to anybody.
Such things cannot be good for leaders.
No. But we will go through the story as Achebe has presented it. Then you can judge for yourself.
Come on, guys. The story is about to begin.
Let us go back to say 2 or 3 years ago. That's when I first went to mourning. Yeah. You see, the news came to me that Ezelu had decided to side against his own people. Yes. Naturally, I was alarmed. That is why I went quickly to find him. You see, the people of Umaro had not listened to Ezelu priest and went ahead to launch a war against Okwere, our immediate neighbors. The vengeance was so strong, the rumors went, that he spitefully sent one of his sons to join the white man's religion.
To join the Christian?
Exactly. Say, the rumors were so strong, I could no longer pretend not to know. So, one early morning, I went to look for him. Excuse me. Thank you. In the honor of the house alive.
And who is this man? Did they not say you died to market calmness at all?
Well, you don't know that the people of your age group have long departed. I don't waiting for mushrooms to sprout from your head before you know that your time is over.
How are your people?
Oh, they are quiet. And yours?
Oh, nobody has died. And wherefore? Go and ask your mother to bring me cola nut, huh?
Why don't leave the boy alone? Must you always worry about cola nut? I'm not a stranger.
I was not taught that the cola nut was the food of strangers. Besides, do not our people say that he's a fool who treats his brother worse than a stranger? But I know what you are afraid of, Akwewe. They tell me you have lost all your teeth.
Now, is it true what I hear?
And what do you hear? Don't tell me you two now feed on gossip like the women.
Look, my friend, I am very serious.
About?
I am talking about your son, Odunche. They say you sent him to join the white ones.
Really? So?
And so, you, as a high priest of the God that our fathers created to unite us, you, teaming up with foreigners to divide us and kill our culture.
Is that what you came to tell me?
No, it is not me, but that is what they are saying.
These things are not new, Akwewe. You and I know the source of all the agitation. Remember, it will be 5 years when the rain comes, since the same man told a secret meeting in his house that if you fail to fight in that blameful war, they will unseat him. You were there.
Yes.
Don't tell me you have not been born then when the clan chose to go to war with Okwere over a piece of farmland that did not belong to us. I stood up then and told Omar what And you saw how I was openly challenged and humiliated by Nwaka with the support of the people. Or have you forgotten what happened at that meeting? Listen to me, people of Umar. Listen to your chief priest. My father said this to me, that when our village first came here to live, the land belonged to Uberi. It was Uberi who gave us a piece of their land to live in. This was the story as I heard it from my father. If you choose to fight a land or a piece of farmland that does not belong to us, then I, as Olu, shall have no hand in it. Umar, when?
Wisdom is like a goat skin bag. Every man carries his own. Knowledge of the land is also like that. Esau has told us what his father told him about gold things. We know that the father does not speak false ways. But we also know that the law of the land is far beyond the knowledge of any one father. And I will not be afraid to say that neither Israel nor anyone here can say he knows everything about these events. My father told me a different story. He told me that Uberi people were wondrous. He told me of 3 or 4 places where they sojourned for a while before moving on again. They were in Umofia before being driven away. And then to Abame. And then to Adinku. Would they go back today and claim all those sites? Would they have made claim on our farmland in the days before the white man turned us upside down? Elders and indigenous of Umar, let everyone return to his house if we have no heart in the fight. But we shall not be the first to abandon our farmland or even our homestead to abandon. And let us not tell ourselves nor our children that we did this because the land belongs to other people. Let us rather tell them that their fathers did not choose to fight. Umar Okwelu, I salute you all.
But, hello, don't forget that Chinua Achebe did not win that debate. It was only the guy in his house.
Yes, in his house. With his wealth, he could summon a meeting in his house.
Yes. And we cannot do anything about that. And also, hold the title of owner of money. One of the 3 people to hold that title. Yeah. When he calls, the people will run there
Because of money.
and he made sure that nobody from our village was president.
But we know all is set there against me, don't we?
People of Umar, my father told me many things, but he did not tell me that Esau is king in Umar. Or that before Umar went to war, it took leave from the place of carry on man of ambition. He wants to be king, priest, diviner, all. But a man who carries a deity is not a king. He is there only to perform his boss ritual and to carry sacrifices to him.
His father was like that to go together and to show him that you don't get.
The time has come for us to tell the son of we have no problem. He is still our protector, even though we fear no abandon at night. But I will not see him with his eyes of mine. His priest making himself wrong over us.
Who is he anyway? Who is he? Does anybody here enter the man's compound through his gate?
Let nobody fighting you with their name of we shall fight our conquer, and for the contempt nobody has told us.
Oh yes, we shall fight.
Remember, how the people of Anita dealt with their names. Did they not carry him between the to the battle between them and their neighbors and start fire on him? If a man says yes, he still also says yes. I salute you all, my people.
Oh, we are still waiting, Olu and I, for him to come and unseat us. What annoys me is not that an overblown fool dangling empty testicles should forget himself because wealth entered his house by mistake. No, what annoys me is that the cowardly priest of Indemnity should hide behind him and edge home. Well, that is jealousy. Jealousy for what? Am I the first Ezo we don't want? Or is he the first Ezedemili? If his father and his father's fathers and all the others before them were not jealous of my fathers, why should he be of me? No. This is not jealousy, but foolishness. The kind that puts its head into the pot. But let it go on. The fly petters around the mound of dung and struts around. But the big question is, can it move the mound?
Hello, that is not what troubles me.
What troubles you?
We all know that if the people of Uruaka knew the way to Adinku, they will go there to quarrel with our ancestors for giving the priesthood of Ulu to Umachara and not to their own village. Do you get it? So, I am not troubled by that. What troubles me is what the whole clan is saying.
Who tells the clan what it says? Sometimes you make me laugh. What does the clan know? All the warnings I gave about this war with Opery, all I said would happen. Did it happen or it not?
It did.
The white man not only came and stopped the war, he confiscated all our guns and broke them in the market square. After which he gave the disputed land to Opery.
Yes. But remember that the white man did not just give the land. He did that just when you testified against them.
Yes, I did. Because that was the truth. I am the chief priest of Ulu, and I cannot see the truth and sit on it.
As your friend, I can see that and I agree with you. Still, I will tell you one thing. No man, however great, can win judgment against a clan. Seriously, you may think you did in that land dispute, but no, you were wrong. Who said that you betrayed them before a foreigner? And they will still say that you are betrayed them before a foreigner by sending your son to join to desecrating the land.
I love it. So I betrayed the people of Umuaru to the white man. No, let me ask you this question. Listen. Who brought the white man here? Is it Ezekiel?
No.
Good.
But remember I was saying that when two brothers fight, it is the stranger who leads the harvest.
And we also say that the man who brings an ant-infested faggot into his hut should not grumble when lizards begin to play in the business.
I do not dispute all that you are saying. You see, we made mistakes some time ago. We made some wrongs some time ago. But that doesn't mean that we should go to do the same thing therefore. We now know the mistakes we have made, so we can correct them today. We know where the ruin began to fall on us. So, the people are saying,
listen, the people. Look, you know my father was priest before me. You knew my grandfather too. Albeit with the eyes of the little child. Did not my grandfather put a stop to a chi in Omaru?
yes,
He stood up then in all his awe and said, we shall no longer carve our faces as if they were Ozodos. And what was Omaru's reply to him? They cursed him.
yes.
They said, our men will look like women. They said, how will the man's endurance be tested? Today, who asks such a question?
There is no doubt about all that you say. But if what we are told is very true, then your grandfather was not alone in that fight. There were more people, as they said, against the king.
Was that how your father told you the story? I heard it differently. Anyhow, the most important thing is that the chief priest let them and be formed. But that is all right.
Yes.
If there is hearsay in that one, what about events in my father's time? You were not an infant when my father set aside the custom that made every child born of a widow a slave, unless...
No, listen to me.
Listen.
What you say about your father and grandfather, very true. Very, very true. But what had happened at that time and what is happening now are not the same. They don't even have any resemblance at all. What do you say? Nobody will say that your father and grandfather did what they did to please a stranger.
What? To please a stranger? If someone came to you and said that Ezra sent one of his sons to a strange religion so as to please another man, that is what you would tell him?
No, but that is what you
Listen to me, Akwemi. A disease that has never been seen before cannot be cured with everyday herbs. And this is what I told my son Oduche when I sent him there. I said, son, the world is changing. And I do not like it. But I am like a bird in Neke and Tioba. When his friends asked him why he was always on the wing, he replied, men of today have learned to shoot without missing, so I too have learned to fly without perching. I want one of my sons to join these people and be my eye there. If there is nothing in it, you will come home. If there is something there, you will bring me my share. And you see, Akwemi, the world is like a mask dancing. If you want to see it well, you do not sit or stand at one place. My spirit tells me that those who do not befriend the white man today will be saying tomorrow, had we known.
There is certainly a lot of wisdom in what you're saying. But what happens? What happens when this your son you are sacrificing happens to be the one chosen by only to succeed you when you are looked for and not found?
Leave that to the deity. When the time comes of which you speak, Ulu shall not seek your help or advice. So do not keep awake at night. For that.
My own compound has got his own problems. So why should I carry your problems to my compound?
I see.
Where would I find a space to put them? Huh? Remember, when you spoke against the war with Okperi, you were not alone. I also was against it, and so were many other people. But if you send your son to join the white man to desecrate the land, you will be alone. Go and mark your walk on your wall to remind you that I, Akwewe, said so.
Who says, when the land of Umaru is to be desecrated, you or I, and as for being alone, do you not think it should be as familiar to me now as our dead bodies to you? My friend, don't make me laugh.
So, I left him greatly sorrowful. You see, with the coming of the white man, our land was changing fast.
And the Christians were growing stronger and more caring. There were more friends among them who called for caution. But their new leader, when they brought good friend, was a rabid priest. And he called for a confrontation.
According to Achebe, they were urging the converts to prove their faith by capturing the sacred Bible.
And in the end, who do you think would dare it? The chief son. Oduche. Yes, Oduche is what? One day, he captured the Bible and killed it. No. Fortunately, he had only locked it up in his box before it was discovered. But still, a big scandal pursued.
My people, seeing that, I realized that there was a need for me to undertake another task of fence mending. One early morning, I quickly went to see my friend. But when I got there were already people waiting for him, all the way from Okperi.
Are you related to Adinku of Umoniora?
Yes, I am his son.
I thought I saw your father's face as soon as you came in.
Very true. Anyone setting eyes on him would think he has seen Monica himself. And the stranger. Yes, who is he?
We are come from Okperi.
Seems to come from very far.
Do you live in Okperi then?
Yes. Haven't you heard of one of the young men who lives in the white man?
Oh, true. These days I do not hear many things. So you have come all the way from Okperi this morning and you are already here. It is good to be young and strong. How are the people of my mother's land? And you know, my mother came from Okperi. Yes.
And
happiness and laughter.
So was Winterbottom well when you left? We haven't seen him in these parts for a very long time.
This man here is
see.
Stranger, you are welcome.
Yes.
What is your name?
his name is Jacob. A very important man. You know what sees the Bishop of Ghana without his presence? The Bishop of Ghana sees to accompany here for this very work. The sugar is far.
Yes. This is as it should be. The white man sends a man from Umaru, and the man from Umaru is shown the way by the man of Umaru. What did I tell you a good way? Our cities were right. Yes. When they said, no matter how many spirits brought a man's death, it will come to nothing unless his personal God takes a hand in the definition.
That is true, but
No, son. No, son. Son, I didn't say so. It is only a manner of speaking. We are the same. That the snake is never as long as the stick to which we liken his length. Winterbottom and I are very good friends. And I know he will not send a mission of death to Israel. What I was trying to say, my son, is this. That no stranger could come to Umaru unless a son of the land showed him the way.
That is true.
Yeah.
We have done
My friend, you have done what you were sent here to do. The rest is for me. So put your tongue in its cover.
I'm sorry,
I heard you sent for me.
Yes, officer. The people you sent to the market for Pamwa returned yet.
No.
I knew they would not. I knew they would not. And man who means to buy Pamwa for the market and not think about at home till all the wine in the market is sold.
Now please, do not let that bother you. We actually have to get back immediately. I salute you all. Now, which one of you is called Adinku?
My friend, look around and count your teeth with your tongue.
Sit down. You should know that strangers talk with their nose. Stranger, do you have priests and elders there?
Please, do not take my question amiss. It is the white man's own way of doing things. Before he does anything to you, he will first ask your name, and the answer must come from your own lips.
If you have any grain of sense, you will know that you are not in the house of the white man, but in the house of the chief priest of Blue.
Hold your tongue, Obika.
You heard that good boy say just now, that's right, yeah, fucking moving on.
Tell that young man to take care how he talks to money. If he hasn't heard of me, he should ask those who have.
Go and eat shit!
This man has come all the way from my mother's son to my house, and I forbid anyone to abuse him. Besides, he's only a messenger. If we dislike his message, our quarrel cannot be with him, but with the man who sent him.
Very true.
There are no words left.
Stranger, you asked me a question. I shall answer you now. I am the Israel you spoke of. Are you satisfied?
Thank you. We are all men here, but when we open our mouths, we know the men from the voice. We have spoken many words already. Some were words of profit, some were not. Some were words of sanity,
And some words of drunkenness.
Obika, let him speak.
Thank you. It is now time to say why I have come. For a toad does not run in the daytime unless something is after it. I have not come all the way from Okari to stretch my legs. Your own kinsman here has told you how Captain Winterbottom has put me in charge of many of these affairs. He is the chief of all the white men in these parts. I have known him for more than 10 years, and I have yet to see another white man who does not travel before him. When he sent me here, he did not tell me he had a friend in Umwaro. But if what you say is true, we shall know tomorrow when I think you can see him.
What are you talking about?
But your friend, Winterbottom, has ordered you to appear before him tomorrow morning.
Tomorrow morning? Why?
Where else but in his office in Okari?
The fellow is mad.
No, my friend. If anyone's mad, it's you.
I said the
Who must prepare at once. Fortunately, the new road makes even a cripple hungry for a walk. We set up this morning at first walk through, and before we knew where we were, we had got here.
I said the fellow is mad.
Obika, he's not mad. He's only a messenger, and he must give the message as it was given to him. Let him finish.
I have finished. And I ask whoever owns this young man to advise him for his own good.
Stranger, are you sure you have given all the message?
Yes. The white man is not like black men. He does not waste his words.
You're welcome, stranger. I salute you again. And no. Well, I believe you are done, stranger.
Yes, yes. There's one small thing I forgot. There are many people waiting to see the white man, and you may have to wait in a hurry for 3 or 4 days before your turn comes. But I know a man like you wouldn't want to spend many days outside his village. If you do me well, I shall arrange for you to meet him tomorrow. Everything is in my hands. If I say the white man will see this person, he will see him. Your kinsman will tell you what I eat.
Oh, that will be a very small matter indeed. It will not cause a quarrel at all. I do not think that what you will put in that small belly of yours will be beyond me. If it is, my kinsmen are there to help. But you must first return however to your white man and tell him that Ezolu does not leave his heart. If he wants to see me, he must come here. The world biggest son who showed you the way can equally show him.
Do you know what you're saying, my friend?
Are you a messenger or not?
Hey, it's what I can say.
The white man's messenger will give us some time. We shall whisper.
What have I whispered? I've given my message.
In Umaro, it is not our custom to refuse a call, even though we may refuse to do what the caller asks us to do. Ezolu does not want to refuse what the white man wants him to do, so he is sending his son.
That is your answer to Capote Winterbottom?
Yes.
I will get back to here. I will get some business from you.
Then you go back into that bush and eat shit. Nobody should eat shit. Nobody should eat shit. Yeah. I have never had a messenger choosing the kind of message he wants to choose. Jacob!
What?
Boom! And tell the white man that Ezolu is sending his son. Boom!
Man, come over here. Let's go. No. Let's go.
Right, baby.
No.
What are you going to do now?
Inform the others and impeach your thoughts. Omega, tell the old man who bids Igolo to summon the others and impeach to an urgent meeting. I must talk to them. My kinsman, that was what I woke up this morning and found. Oguefi Akwedwe was there and saw it with me. And after thinking about it for a while, I decided that Oman should join with me in hearing and seeing what I have seen and heard. For when a man sees a snake all by himself, he may wonder if it is an ordinary snake or your daughter will bite it.
Yes.
So I said to myself, tomorrow I shall summon one and tell them. Then another mind also said to me, do you know what will happen in the night or at dawn? That is why, although I have no power to place before you, I still thought I should summon you together. I beg for your forgiveness. I know a man does not summon Omaru and not place before them even a pot of palm wine. But I was taken by surprise. And as you all know, the unexpected beats even the man of valor. Please forgive me. For as we say, unless the penis dies young, it will surely eat bearded meat. When hunting day comes, we shall still hunt at the backyard of the grass cutter. I salute you all.
Speaking them what? Am I speaking the mind of the man? Yes, speak on. If a father calls his children together, he need not worry about placing palm wine. Rather, it is they who must bring palm wine to him. Again, I take you to the place of that is not necessary to call us together and tell us this. So the high regard in which we hold us, or which we say thank you. But one thing is not clear to me in this song. Perhaps it is clear to others if so someone translate to me. As Adinku has told us that the white ruler has asked him to go to Uber. Now that is not clear to me. What is it that is clear? Is it wrong for a man to ask his friend to visit him? When we have a feast, do we not invite our friends from the other lands to come and join us? And do they not also invite us to their own celebrations? The white man is there with his friend, and he has said, what is so strange about that? He did not send. He did not send for my friend here. He did not send for the priest of the devil. No, the priest of Udo. No, he did not send for the priest of Ogu to come and see him. He asked for Ezra. Why? Because they are friends of course. Oh, that's the Ezra who wants their friendship to stop short of them to each other's houses.
Ask him.
Does he want the white man to be his friend only by word of mouth? Anyway, our elder said that as soon as you shake hands with the leper, he will want an embrace. And it seems to me that the Ezra who has shaken hands with the man of white body, yes, and to answer his embrace. If laughter blesses you, my dear, you can laugh. But that for me, that's not bless. The man who brings unbelieving power into his heart should expect the visit of lizards. But the pastor will be saying that in the time of the white man's friendship, our advice is to be true. You, as a time the knot. You should know how to hold. You, as a pass the shit that is smelling. You should carry it outside. No! Fortunately, the evil town brought me at the end of the book. It's not too difficult to carry outside the gate. At all. I hear some of us saying it is against our custom for the priest of Ulu to travel far from his heart. Yes. Oh, well, yeah, this it is. But is this the first time ever we went to Uber? Who was the white man's witness? That year we fought for our land and brought. There's one more thing I need to remind us about in case we've forgotten. Once a certain fighting was designated by a boy who made that over here, said to join the white man's witness. Tell me. I left the devil was sent to Wesel for restitution according to our custom. What was his response?
I'm sent by his family.
I trust he is well.
It's well, but I sent by his what?
I don't understand you, young man. If you have a message, deliver it quick because I don't have the time to listen to a boy learn to speak in riddles.
His family wants to know what I'm going to do about the mission which has been committed in the house.
Can you repeat what you just said?
His family wants to know what you are going to do about...
I heard you, fool. I heard you. Now, go and tell your ex-family to eat shit. You hear me? I said, go and tell that your ex-family that there is someone who says he should fill his mouth with shit. You may go in peace. Don't say anything. The world is no longer what it was. If the world had been what it was, I would have given you something to remind you always of the day you put your head in the mouth of the leopard. Hey boy, if you want to do something with your life, take my advice and say not another word here. I said, go and eat shit.
I have no more to say. I salute you, woman.
Quiet, quiet. Please, quiet. I say quiet. When I called you here together, it was not because I'm lost or because my eyes have seen my ears. All I wanted to see was the way you would take my story. I have now seen it and I am satisfied. Umwaka has reminded us of the incident about my son and the Bible. And he knows he's only being mischievous. Every Umaru child knows that when a man kills the snake inadvertently, he must placate indemnity by arranging for a funeral almost as elaborate for that of the man. That is what the custom says. But what is the custom for the man who puts the snake in the box? No, don't get me wrong. Don't get me wrong. I'm not saying it is an offense. Neither am I saying it is not an offense. But is it more of a kind that a man puts right in between himself and his personal God? And I, Israel, knew what to do. The festival of the new pumpkin leaves took place a few days ago. And that was when I cleansed these villages, the 6 villages of this saints and many others. Yes, I did. And the planting season began.
And it went well.
Yes. I am Ezelu, the one and only one.
We know.
You know me.
We know.
You all know me. Yes. You know whether Ezelu is the kind of a man to run away because the white man has sent a message to him.
No.
If I had stolen his goat, or killed his brother, or perhaps fucked his wife, then I might plunge into the bush when I heard his voice. But I've not offended him in any way.
No.
So as to what I will do, I have set my mind on it before I summon all of you to come here. If I've done anything without first speaking to you, you might turn around and tell me, why did he not tell us? Now I have told you, and I know what most of you think. Happiness fills my mind. But this is not the time for many words. When the time comes for us to speak, we shall all speak until we are tired, and perhaps we shall find that in Umaru that there are more orators besides For the present, I salute you all for responding to my call. Umar, when?
that very day that he ordered his arrest, that Winter Bottom himself fell seriously ill. So bad indeed that he had to be evacuated from the nation to Adinku for treatment. That sickness, according to the chief priest, countrymen could only have come through us. That's the almost magical power.
with him, you will write. But just as we're beginning to learn our lessons, you turned round and told us that we should go and challenge the same white man. What did you expect us to say? Now, we can see that what Mwaka said was indeed the truth. He said, go and talk to the white man because he knows you. He spoke in malice, but he spoke the truth. Is that not what he said? Else among us will have gone and wrestled with the white man as you have done. Once again, no. If you do not like what I've said, you may send me a message not to come to your house again. I am going.
Is it well?
It is well.
So?
Now, Ezo, you know it's not my passport to waste words. You have argued all this more and you said yes. But I told that's what you run in the daytime unless something is apparent. There's a little matter which we have decided to do. It is now 4 days since the new moon appeared in the sky. It is already broken. And yet, you haven't called us together to tell us the day of the New Year feast.
By our reckoning, the present moon is the 12th since the last feast.
welcome you all again. You have done well to come and ask about this matter which troubles you. But there is something I did not fully understand. You said, obviously, just now, that according to your reckoning, I should have announced the new festival at the last new moon.
I said so.
Oh?
He said so.
You said so. I see. I thought perhaps I didn't hear you properly. Now tell me, since when did you begin to reckon the year for one?
Please pardon me, obviously we did not use his words well. We did not reckon the year for one. Hey, are we the chief priest? But we only thought that perhaps you have lost.
What? Are you out of your senses, young man? There is nothing a man will not hear these days. Lost count. Did your father tell you that the chief priest can lose count of the moon? No, son. No.
That's what we said now.
No Ezolu can lose count of the moon. Rather, it is you who count with your fingers who are likely to make a mistake. But as I said at the beginning, you have done well to come and ask. Go back now to your villages and wait for my answer. Wait for my message. I've never needed to be told the duties of the priesthood. Get out. Get out.
Well, as perhaps you can guess where they have come. Why we, the leaders of Ummah, have assembled here. It is because of certain stories that have reached our ears. And we thought the best thing is to find out what is true and what is not. From the only man who can tell us. The story that we have heard is that there is a little disagreement about the next New Year festival. As I said, we do not know if it is true or not. But we do know that there is fear and anxiety in Ummah, which if allowed to spread, might spoil something. We cannot wait for that to happen. And Adam does not sit while she could survive the pain of champion. While Taipei or leaders of Ummah have I not spoken according to you have said it all.
That's a question. I welcome you again. Your words have entered my ears. You're all welcome. Your mission is a good one, and I thank you. But I have not heard that there is a disagreement about the new festival. My assistant came here 2 days ago and said that it was time for me to announce the new day of the festival. And I told them that it was not in their place to remind me. With you, I need not speak in riddles. You all know what the custom is. I call for a new festival only when there is one yam left from the last. One yam only. And today, how many yams do I have? One, two, three. You see? 3 yams. So I know the time has not come.
people, I think that Ezra has spoken well. Everything he said entered my ears. We all know the customs and no one here can say that Ezra has offended against it. But shall we then sit down and watch our harvest real and our wives and children die of hunger? No. Although I am not the priest of Ulu, I can still say that the deity does not want Umaru to perish at all. We call him the saver. Therefore, you must find a way out. That's the Ulu. If I could, I will go right now and eat the lady. I am not the priest of Ulu. So it is for you as a Ulu to save our house.
You have spoken well. What you ask me to do is not done. Those yams are not food, and a man does not eat them because he is hungry. You are asking me to eat them.
We know that such a thing has not been done before, but never before has the white man taken the chief priest away. These are all the times we used to know. And we must meet them as they come, or be rolled up in the dust. I want you to look around this room and tell me what you see. You think there is another Umar outside this hut now?
No, you are Umar.
We are Umar. Yes. The only person missing here is Uwara. But I don't need to tell you why we begged him to stay away today. But we all speak for him. So therefore, listen to what I'm going to say. Whoever here is asking you to go and eat these 3 remaining yams today and then the day of the next harvest. Do you hear me? I say go and eat those yams today. Not tomorrow. And if Ulu says that we have committed an abomination, let it be on the head of those of us. The person who sets the child to catch a shoe should also provide him water to wash the odor from the hands. We shall find you the water. Umar, have I spoken well?
You have said it all. We shall bear the punishment.
Leaders of Umar, do not say I'm taking your words with contempt. It is not my wish to do so. But you cannot say, go and do what is not done, and we shall take the blame. I am the chief priest of Ulu. And what I have told you is his will and not mine. Don't forget, I too have young feelings. My children, my kinsmen, and my friends, yourselves among them, have also planted yams. It could not be my wish to ruin all these people. It could not be my wish to make the smallest man in Umaro suffer. That is not my doing. But you see, the gods sometimes use us as an arrow in their bow.
Did Ulu tell you what his annoyance was? Is there no sacrifice that would appease him?
I will not hide anything from you, dude. Ulu did say that 2 new moons came and went, and no one broke Ulano to him.
No.
But Umaru kept silent.
What are you telling me?
I don't know what he expected you to say of that. In Hanya, you asked me a question and I answered him.
But if Ulu is
what was Ulu's grievance, and he has told us our concern now should be how to appease him. Let us now ask Ulu to go back and tell the deity that we have heard his grievance.
Okay.
And that we are prepared to make amends.
Okay.
Remember, every offense has its sacrifice. From a few cows to a cow, or what? Maybe a human being. Let's wait for an answer. Is that not it?
All right.
If you ask me to go back to Ulu, I shall do so. But let me warn you that the God who demands a sacrifice of a chicken might raise it to a goat if you went to ask the second time.
Do not say a wrong question, but I should like to know on whose side are you? Are you trying to tell us that you have become the arrow that Ulu is shooting at?
Oh my God! Hey, again, let us not call about that. See, we have come to the end of our present mission. Our duty now is to work as a Ulu's mouth for a message from Ulu. Am I not alright?
All right. We shall let it be. But I hope you all remember the story. It once happened at Adinku, who had a quarrel with one of their gods. I hope you remember the story. How they carried him across the border and set fire on him.
Yes, it is true. But let us go now. We have run our yams in the farm of let's away.
Let's go.
Okay.
But still, the chief priest refused to budge. The yams began to rot in the farm as the people watched in horror. Almost overnight, Ulu became something of a public enemy in the eyes of all. And as was to be expected, his entire family shared in his guilt. His children came up against insults on their way to the stream, and his wife suffered hostility and abuse in the market. It was the right moment for the Christian priest to intervene. John tried a good country. That piece of St. Matthew's church offered a way of salvation. He told his congregation,
his son.
Is it true, Dude?
That your people are offering sanctuary to those who wish to escape the vengeance of God?
Papa, I don't understand.
You don't understand? I said, are your people saying to Umar that if any man should bring his sacrifice to your shrine, he will be safe to harvest his yams?
Yes, Papa. Our teacher told them so.
Oh. Your teacher told them so. And did you report it to me?
No.
No. And then? Huh? What is that? Go and look. Go and look.
Papa, I said we can't. It's coming up and slow. I'm not decided now.
What? In his condition? The fly that perches on the mound of excrement wastes his time. The mound will always be greater than the flower. The darkness is great. It gives homes to a dog.
Just like you were in your prime. The sleep that lasts from one market day to another has become death. The man who takes delight in the funeral realm, why does he recover when death visits him?
But I thought I heard him complaining this morning of his body not being all his.
Yes, he did. But his wife said so that he has not recovered from the fever that started last night. But I'm not teaching that he was the best one around. I don't think I agree. He said if you refuse, they will say, there's something has to be used the second time, they are in temptation to prevent the burial of the village man who did no harm.
And so what? And so what? Must he endanger himself because of what people will say? Particularly the people of that Amandi family? I am disappointed in all. You are supposed to be my sons. But what you have in your skull is sand. No sense at all. Just look at it. Your church is doing something against your father and you choose to remain silent? Oduchi, why didn't you report it to me? Do you remember, Oduchi? What I told you when I sent you among those people? Well, since you have become dumb, let me remind you. I called you as a father would call a son and told him to go to these people and be my eye and ear there. I did not call Obika or Idogo. I did not send Nwa, your mother's son. I called you by name and you came here. In this Obi, and I sent you to go and see and hear for me. I didn't know that at that time I was sending a goat's scar. Go away. Go back to your mother's house. I have no spirit for talking now. When the time comes, I shall tell you what I think. Go away and rejoice that your father cannot count on you. Go away, I say, Obute. Go away. The lizard who ruined his mother's funeral.
Hello.
Akwe?
I have spoken with the children already, and I am not afraid to speak to you. I think you are too hard on them. Apart from your high position as chief priest of Ulu, you are blessed with a great compound. And in every great compound, you have all kinds of people. Some good, some bad, some fearless, some cowardly. Those who bring in wealth and those who scatter it. Those who give good advice and those who speak only words of palm wine. That is why they say, whatever tune you play in the house of a great man, you will have someone definitely to dance for you. I think it is the same thing that you are doing to the people of Umwa. And if you don't take time, I am afraid to continue like this, you will bring disaster on all of us. On you, yourself, and your household. I salute you. I left Ezeudu and went home. I did not know then, how could I, that my words will come true so soon. I was just about to lie down when they arrived at my house to fetch me. The ball bearers. Pleaded with me to lead them to the house of Ezeudu to break the news. My legs were shaking, but I have no choice but to go with them. It was the first time I had to break such news to my friend about his favorite son. Obika should not have been allowed to carry the mask of Ogbazulu that day. The first cock had not crowed. Ezeudu was still still in disobedience. Fire in the Lord is still smoldering.
Who is it? I heard your footsteps. I said who? People. People. Who is called people? My gun is loaded. Let me warn you people.
It is me and some training.
You?
Yes.
What brings you back this early?
Open the door first. Abomination has overtaken us.
What? Abomination did you say?
Yes, Ezolu. Goat has eaten palm leaves off from my head.
Wait. Let me blow the fire and see your faces. Now come in and let me hear what you are saying.
Who did this to me? What happened to him? My son! The mothers will soon be arriving, you see. They shouldn't leave the place in a mess. All right now. Give me the food. No, I'll do the generation. No. They say, if the rat cannot flee fast enough, let him make way for the tortoise. Omega will be coming home. Give me the broom, I say. I go in and rest a bit. Omega will be arriving to eat the remaining yams.
Excellencies, fellow Africans, I want to thank you for coming to join us to bring to conclusion the celebration of the 22nd International African Writers Day. And I would want on our behalf to thank Adinku, the resident theatre company of the National Theatre, for accepting the dramatic artistry of Femi Osofisan to help convey to us the healing grandeur of the inspired art of Chinua Achebe. We have witnessed the arrow of God, the wound of man. And it is clear to us how much Chinua Achebe's love for his African people has inspired his pen. And we wish to offer thanks to the Almighty for blessing us with such a literary creator who has been hell-bent on taking us to wake us up as a people. We salute Femi Osofisan. We salute the grand old man of African literature, Chinua Achebe. I thank you all. May God bless you and good night.